What I do want to do this morning quickly is check my bushings. There's something pretty crooked about it, and the dealer's being a bit of a pain. I did some research though, and that according to that, these trucks have a big problem with that. So I'm gonna take my clean sweater off, put on a coverall, and see what I find. So these are some of the bushings that I found a lot of problems on YouTube. A lot of people were complaining about it. Similar sound is what I'm finding, just crackles. But if I was just a better mechanic, I could tell you a lot more. Let's go to this one here. Yeah, I'm not finding anything. Wonder if it's my cab mounts. Found nothing on the top of the truck, or he found the exhaust, but for now, look at that. That's all loose. Not good. Let me show you what I found up here. This is what's been bugging me, especially hauling. So this clamp there, not sure if you can see it, make sure. That clamp right there is hitting the cab. Not good. It's not supposed to be. It's separate. It's like the exhaust, and that's my cab. Did you find loose bolts or no?
Oh yeah, I was tightening a bunch. So let me know if it's better.
This exhaust clamp is probably quite the thing though, or is that something that we could...
Oh, that's pretty easy to do too.
Do you have time to do it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. All right, it's Monday morning, and I woke up today saying, you know what, I'm going to figure out what this clunk is all about that I'm hearing underneath my truck, and I found some problems. There is these crossbars in the frame that were a bit, there were a couple of bolts loose. We also saw that the exhaust clamp was too close to the cab. It was hitting the cab. Fixed that. Now we're gonna go grab a tanker from the yard. This is our mechanic shop here. This is where I always park. It's nice and handy to park at the shop if the guys come out, help you get things going. But it's still clunking. That's the tank on my right here. I'm gonna hook up to that one. All right, hooked up. No, I'm going to Brantford. Yeah, we all got work to do Monday morning, I guess. Alright, we're in Trustler Road. We're going to go over the 401 here. And we're going to do a pickup in Brampton, or Brantford. This can be a bit of a different corner here. Want to get dressed up? Start loading. We're in Brantford. Alright, we're loaded up. Now you'll get the feel of what it's like to pull a tank with no baffles in it. And the way we were loading there, we were right on the hill, so we couldn't load right to the top. Alright, let's get out of here. we're going to stop at a service center for a coffee. I kind of started a bit late since the mechanic was there helping me fix some of that or look at some of the issues. I started later than I hoped to. So we'll stop for a coffee here. And I'm still flopping with this button here. I still have one of the lift axles that's not steering axles. It's just a straight axle. It's going to get changed sometime this year just for a spiff. But this is the tank I'm pulling today. It does not have a spiff axle. Lift it for turns. Oh, this is a little tight. A little bitty. That was quick, all right. Back on the road. We're in London. Highbury Avenue. I have a pickup here at 4 p.m. I talked to the customer, they have a load. So a lot of these places where I go to, I won't show much on the video, simply because of security or their policies. I don't want to violate that, and I don't want to get in trouble for doing this. So that's why you didn't see anything about the first pickup I did this morning. I just had on top of the tank, I had it a wee bit, but I refrained from getting too much detail. This customer that I'm going to now, I won't show you anything outside of the truck, just because their security is very high and I want to respect that. You never know. I don't want to tick anyone off, and I don't know what could happen. Alright, we're loaded up. And we want to head out of here once we got air in the tank. Trailer all aired up, and then we'll start crawling out of this hole. I've got decently full load, so we'll see how that goes. There we go. Alright, this will give you a bit of an idea of what I don't like about tankers that are not loaded to the top completely. When I time this right, I don't want to come to a stop if I don't absolutely... shoot, I will have to. Alright. Not good, not good. So if the pavement is level, it usually works. You can time the slushing. But if it's uphill, it whacks back so fast you can't time it. And it is really, really hard on the truck. But let's see. Low gear right here. That's from low to first. Let's see what else we got. Oh, could have almost made third there, but we're in second. Alright, now we're more level. That went alright. Slow, but it went alright. Come on, let's go, let's go. Okay, they're stopping. Hopefully it's our arrow. It is, indeed. Yeah, this is what I really hate about it. Now we got this is no good. No good. It's counting down to seconds, and I'm sure hoping it's going to orange before I have to press the clutch. Oh, pressing another set. Hey, that did work okay. Very slow, but it did work okay. I always try to time those turns so you can hit them at first gear or even second gear. But that didn't work this time, but it went very smooth considering that I had to pretty near stop. But if I would have had to press the clutch there, that would have made the situation a lot different yet. It was good that I didn't have to stop there. Now I have to stop here. That's okay. This is a downhill. Nothing to worry about. Now I'll just go every other gear that was low. We're going second now. Rev it up pretty good and then go to fourth. And then we're going to do a high range and split high. So we're going to do a gear and a half. For a high range, the split up for 6th gear. Now I'll split back. And go all the way there. We're going to miss 7. No. Or 5th. We were in 5th high. Skip 6. We're in 7th. Low split. And that's fast enough for this side of town. Coming to a stop here. We're going up, but the stop will be on top. We won't climb up once we get going. That's a good thing. Nothing to worry about. And we can go right into 1st gear. Jake brakes off. Now we'll skip 2nd, go to 3rd. It's a downhill now, so we're going to skip 4th, go to 5th. split up and go to 6 high. And lo and behold, there's Highbury Avenue. That's the one we want. And we're at the truck wash. There's one truck between me and the bay. There's one truck in there. But I shouldn't have to wait too long, but it could be a bit. And this guy might get his trailer washed, so it could be a bit. No problema, not too long. We did go through the truck wash. It took a lot longer than I wanted it to take, but that's okay. However, I did not take time to dry the truck off or really take some pictures or show you guys on the camera of what that looked like after it was washed. But I gotta get back to the yard and going off duty, and then tomorrow I've got a 7 o'clock appointment in Hamilton. So that's a new place that I'm going to. I haven't been there yet, but that is the local life for you. That's what I'm at. I'm doing local runs within our yard. We haul a lot of waste, and that's what I'm hauling, waste products. And I'm not doing the west run anymore with the piglets. That's on pause for me for now. I might fill in if the other driver needs a spot open, but I'm not gonna do that every week anymore. It was kind of too much the same thing every week, same old run, the same rocks and trees up north. So the switch was nice. The company needed somebody local to fill in with whatever was needed, and that gives me a variety of local runs, and that's what I wanted to do. So a lot of our local guys will have their dedicated run, and they could use somebody that didn't want dedicated. So that's what I asked for, and that's what I got. Back to the yard. Let's get this unloaded.